you at what age? Because this is getting into the story. What age did you start selling furniture?
Oh, I was 25 years old.
25.
Yeah,
You started selling furniture here in Fort Collins.
Yes, at American Furniture Warehouse.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But okay, and so while you were selling furniture, you were approached by someone wanting to buy, ecstasy.
Yeah, Dan. I was approached by Dan.
Huh?
Dan.
Damn, you name dropping.
I ain't seen Dan since. And Dan knows he was wrong for what he asked me.
Okay. Yeah, he came to you and he said you're black.
He said,
do you know?
He said,
Do
you're
you know
black.
where I could get some e-pills?
No, he said, you're black. You know where I can get some drugs.
Right.
No, actually, I don't. I didn't. I was like super square. I mean, I barely drank. Like, I still don't really drink. So
Yeah.
I was like L7 square, worked, went home. And he asked me that. And like now, so when I was young, I don't know that I was the best advocate for myself. And sometimes when you're the only black face, you're just trying to get along, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the angry black guy at work.
Right.
At 47, I would be him. And if someone asked me that question, we would have a problem, right? I would check them. But like when you're young and you're just trying not to lose your job because you got benefits, you got kids, you kind of let things slide that you probably shouldn't. And so his question was way out of line.
Yeah.
But I helped him and I made a little bit of money.
Right. I feel like, reading your story and like watching like the videos, your interviews and stuff, I feel like that was like a pivotal point in your life at that point. So
Yeah.
it was like, I believe you said in 30 minutes I made $100.
Yes.
And then like after that you left the furniture store?
Not immediately after.
Not
But I'm really good at simple math.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
30 minutes, $100, that's $200 an hour. And I was like, I make like $1,400 a week.
Right.
Right. And I work a lot of hours. And I'm not poo-pooing that. I mean, that was in like 2000.
You made $1,400 a week?
Oh, yeah.
This is like back in mid-2000s?
This was like 2001, yeah.
2001?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
But
right.
I had no context. I grew up poor.
Right.
So $5,000 a month, I'm like, I'm still poor. I have a Nissan Altima. I don't have a Benz. I don't have a Lamborghini. I'm poor. I'm poor. I don't want to be poor. And so the $100 to me represented real fast. I was like, oh, I could make $10,000 in a week.
Mm-hmm.
When you're poor, that's a lot of money.
Oh, it's a lot of money. Yeah.
I mean, it is. But even if you think about $400,000, like me and you could go out of this door and spend $400,000.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
We could walk down the street. There's not a house you could buy for $400,000 here. So
that's true.
Perspective, right?
Right.
So, but when you're poor, $10,000 might as well be 10 million.
Oh, 100%.
And so, yeah, that lunch changed everything for me but I didn't leave right away. He called again. I got him some more. I was like, this is easy. But the next time I brought my own money and I was like, well, let me get some for me because I want to see if people want these. And ecstasy was just starting to take off. I mean, you're talking about 2000, 2001.
Right.
So here it was just starting to take off. So I called my friends. I said, we're going out. But really, I just wanted to be in the club and be like, who wants these? And I realized real fast, people pay $25 a piece for these. I paid 10.
I know.
So my 100 became 250.
I'm telling you.
I was like, wait a minute.
50.
And I'm out hanging out. So I went back to the guy and I was like, I'm going to take some more. And then Dan had a friend who was like, I need to buy 100 of those. So then I went from this guy to this guy. And with his 100, with the profit from it, I just bought my own 100. I was like, if the price is $7 now and people are going to pay me $25 a piece for them, I'm all in. That was when I stopped working at the furniture store.
A lot of profit. Yeah. And I feel like, especially for like our inner city youth, like that's like super enticing. Like you've been in poverty most of your life. And then this opportunity comes around where you could make like super overhead, like super profit.
Yeah.
Like you could double your profits. And you see a lot of people like see like nice things and say, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And when you finally get the opportunity to get that and grasp, like you'll go for it. People
Yeah.
will leave their jobs to like move out their mom's houses to sell drugs.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's like it could last for a long time, but most of the time it's temporary, honestly.
Always temporary.
It's like, yeah, because you don't like drug dealers don't retire,
No.
It's
No.
like
The 401k is garbage
yeah.
for drug dealers.
Yeah. So, okay. So how long were you doing that before you got caught?
So I was a solid 3 years. And I want to make a clarification. I never got caught.
Okay.
I got told on.
Damn.
There's a difference.
Yeah. Damn.
There's a difference. I never got caught.
Was it Dan?
What's that?
Was it Dan?
No, Dan was way out of the picture.
Okay,
at this point.
Dan's out the picture.
Because I didn't work at the furniture store anymore, so I didn't even know Dan anymore. I should find Dan though. Me and Dan should talk now.
Yeah.
22 years later.
Yeah. He's probably somewhere out in Denver.
Yeah, who knows? But no, 3 years consistently, and then the way that it always works is a guy who works for one of your guys gets caught, tells on that guy.
Right.
That guy inadvertently trusts someone that because he's just being greedy, and that person somehow finds their way to you, and now you're under investigation.
Right.
So that's actually how it happened. But I always like to make that I didn't get caught. I was on my game. I didn't get caught.
Damn. Okay. So one day you're just at the house, at the crib, minding your business, what is this? You're talking about like, this is probably like 2004. You're probably watching like King of the Hill or something like that, and they just like bust in and like get on the ground and
No. So, God, I don't mean to even. I'm not trying to glorify any of this. I'm just trying to share real.
100%.
So
It's terrible.
when you reach a certain level of that, someone's always watching you. So when I'd go out to walk my bulldog, I'd bought an English bulldog. I'd always dreamed of having. I'd walk him. I would see unmarked cars down the street. Sometimes I go talk to him. Hey, what's up, y'all? I see you. Like, hope you're having a good day. And they, kind of side eye me, but I want you to know I see you. Like I'm not going to do a drug deal in the middle of the street. So you're wasting your time. But I was going to the mall, actually. I was driving to the mall to buy an LA Clippers starter jacket because I was meeting a young lady out at the nightclub.
The Clippers?
Yeah, you
In
remember
04?
back then, the Clipper jacket was like that kind of red with the blue and white around the elbow, said Clippers on it. Just a fly jacket. Okay. I didn't give a dang about the Clippers.